Some very pretty music. Doesn't quite seem to go along with the whole constant demonic onslaught theme they have going on, though. Oh, they shoot out 2 in a row. It's the projectiles that are particularly nasty here. Hey, you're gonna shoot out 2? Yeah, he shoots out 2, and then we take it out. Now, it is kind of odd that this demon is just a statue. I mean, it's not a statue of a demon. It's just a statue that is a demon. Well, I suppose we took on some demon statues back in East Origin, didn't we? We've come full circle. Not really. There's not really anything full circle about fighting more. Oh, this ground isn't slippery. Good. Oh. I thought you shot out 2. I guess not. I guess I was wrong. Another one of these eye demons. Hey. The eye demons are just... That's what got me. It was Mr. Eye from the Mario series. Mr. Eye is not one of the better known Mario characters. The issue is that now we have these collapsing platforms and enemies that take multiple hits. See, like that one took 3 hits. But just for some points? I can't fault a guy for wanting to find out, though. We'll take... Oh, there's water both ways. Fortunately, being a statue animated by the Master, we will not be susceptible to hypothermia. However, there is still a time limit. I suppose it's just how long we can stay inside the statue before it breaks or something. Breaks under our awesome presence. That was worth it for the 1-up. Bouncy, bouncy! Alright, let's just forget it. Let's go the other way. Oh, Keese! I hate Keese. Alright. The Master has impeccable balance. I suppose that, you know, I first really began getting, like, particularly religious. But when I was in high school, my freshman year, I was particularly depressed, and I knew this girl who... She was really religious. Like, she's one of the only people I ever met in my age group who was the, let me, you know, tell you about how great Jesus is level of religious that I've ever met and I ever really hoped to meet. To be honest, I thought it was kind of weird. At the same time, it was kind of respectable. Something almost, noble about it. No! And, well, I mean, I wasn't like a close friend of hers or anything. But at the same time, I did end up being, I had so few friends back then that even, because she was a senior, that even having someone leave who I kinda knew was kind of a big blow to me. I remember somehow, I ended up, well, I guess that's when I started, praying every day. Which I understand is pointless and doesn't change anything, except maybe, like, if your prayers come true, it's probably has something to do with, like, you know, because you think they'll come true. You sort of make them happen kind of deals. You know, it's like a placebo effect almost. Also, what just fell from the ceiling? Oh, just an ice platform. Oh, I see. If we were on it, we could have gotten up to that ledge. Oh! Oh. We have to get on the ice platform. Fine, we'll just wait a minute for the ice platform to fall. Mr. I! There we go. There we go. There we go. What did that do? Give us points that replenish our health? I don't know. Well, in that case, when there are no other enemies around, Mr. I is easy to take out. So that's good at least. Oh, hey. Goodbye, Mr. I. It was Mr. I as a pun, isn't it? You know, I wonder what that girl would have thought of this game. Last I heard of her, she got married to somebody and was in college, I think. Remember, she wanted to be a writer. I don't really know what she would write about. You know, once again, kind of oddly, perhaps, for, you know, this ultra evangelical Christian, I believe that her preferred genre was like horror. Oh my god, that's just relentless! Fortunately, he can only throw axes at one angle. Must be part of his, whole punishment since he's damned. Oh. Let's see, what do we got here? Just what I wanted. What I needed, really. With this, we'll be able to take out whatever demon is responsible for maintaining this place as a wilderness. Yeah, here demons are definitely like forces of nature, because they're like trying to destroy civilization and just leave wilderness. Well, it's a water one, is it? Oh, it's a legless goblin man. Oh, sure, whatever. Hey, Mr. Demon. No! Oh, thank you for at least letting us do a bit of damage on you there. What are you gonna do? Think you're clever? You're clever attacking us like that. Let me tell you, Mr. Demon, you're not clever. Not even a little bit. In fact, you're pretty foolish if you think you can defeat the Master. In fact, forget that, full stop. Anyone who is fighting the Master is foolish. The Master has a very clear track record. It's very clear who comes out on top in these things. But some people are fooled by their short-term victories, the fact that they seem to have succeeded for a little while, and they think that it's possible in the long run for their way to succeed. But that's simply not true, you see. Even right now, the stars are raining down on you, and spelling out your end. One spot of green here. It's like Shambhala. Oh, Master, our land Northwall is covered with snow. Please use the warmth of the sun to melt the snow. We long to see the green of the plateau. Very well, we'll melt the snow, but I should tell you, there's still going to be a lot of permafrost. This is pretty extreme, since here, as you can see, all of the land is going to be, overgrown with, stuff we have to use our miracles to clear out. Not just some of it, not just most of it, all of it. Our first #1 goal should be taking out the head skulls. The head skulls are very dangerous. Unlike these red demons, which are nearly harmless as far as I can tell. There's another one? Hey. Oh dear. If we're in an area which has this many head skulls, this is very dangerous. At least they temporarily vanish for a few seconds while, what we need is, here's what we're gonna do. And that's that. What are you talking about? Did you just see how many of those demons were blown away? My cherub, on your small scale, you were not able to see the massive implications of what you just did, of your heroic deeds. Your deeds in this case, I suppose, being, suggesting that I use wind. Oh, a snow-covered tree. Must be the mana tree. Although, the wind was only able to keep demons from appearing for a few years. They're relentless. Few hundred red, or 100 or so red demons. Oh, just 100 skull heads, not head skulls. Oh man. These relentless attacks from this thing is making me feel like a bit of a bonehead. What? Alright. This game kind of reminds me of something like Shantae in that I'm not quite, or the original Shantae that is, where I'm not quite sure if it's getting easier as it goes along or if I'm just getting better at it. Of course, I guess I'm probably getting better at it. I suppose that these red imps are sort of like my cherub. What? Oh, crap! Oh, crap! The skull heads are by far the most dangerous demons. They just killed like most of our people. Reabsorbing their skulls that they might reabsorbing their souls that more skull heads might be grown from them. Unfortunately, we cannot just focus on this one skull head, because if we do, well, there'll be the other one that will spawn and will be left to run unchecked. The issue with them, though, is that, well, you know what? We'll let the skulls attack us. If we're around to distract the skull heads, the people will be safe. Or safe after a sort. Why aren't they building? Here we go. This is what we need to have happen. In fact, here's what we'll do. Good, good. Did they find another strange statue, perhaps? Another statue of us, of the Master? Oh, they found another bow and arrows. This will be very helpful for us then. I'm kind of surprised God has limited us space, but there we go. Where is the other one? Oh, it's over here. Well, fine. This is bad. We are really doing poorly here. Oh, that's an odd expression. The cold here is so harsh that people are unable to live with ordinary clothing. Oh, Master, do you have any material with which we could make warmer clothing? So I do, so I do. Good. Oh, we're at it. All right. Let's see how... No! Okay. It's fine. I'm not upset. Who's upset here, huh? Well, threw itself right off of the map. And that's okay. What? They already have something to say. My master, did you know that there's a large new tree growing northeast of here? The other day, 2 of us went to the mighty tree. At the trunk of the tree, we found something very interesting. There were 2 initials carved into the tree. These initials prove that people inhabited this land a few thousand years ago. We also discovered a scroll hidden near the trunk of the tree. Please accept it. No need to say it twice. I'll take that scroll. Gives me a sense that God is kinda desperate for the support of humans, even if he is nothing but well-intentioned and indeed extremely mighty, persistent, and, ultimately triumphant, but that sort of lack of omnipotence, that lack of omniscience, I guess that that would be seen as sinful to, a lot of, faithful people, a lot of religious folk. And it makes enough sense, I guess, that it is, but the issue is that, I know it's standard doctrine that this is true, but God could not be all-powerful, all-knowing, and all-good. It's just impossible with some of the horrible things that happen in the world. Yeah, the skulls can still take 2 hits even from the powered-up arrows. Now that's a tough monster. They spawn from here, don't they? What? Oh. That won't do us much good now, will it? We still might be able to take them out before they do too much damage, though. And taking out as many demons as possible is encouraged, given that it will make our populations larger. There are so many of these demons. Well, truthfully, there's an infinite number of demons, but... You know, sometimes I remember when I was a kid, I would sometimes, back when I thought I was a real poet, real philosopher as a little kid, I tell myself things like, you know, I will, there we go. Like, it's as if every time you make a decision, there's a demon and an angel, and they're bickering about which one you should make, and the demon wants you to make the decision that will cause the trouble, and the angel wants you to make the one that won't. Which, of course, is just, you know, childish and silly, but... No, you don't go attacking our temples, Skullhead. I'd have to be a real bonehead to let you do something like that now, wouldn't I? I almost hate to disturb the, wilderness where that tree is, but... It is beautiful in its way, caked in snow like that. Still, we've no choice, and so be it! Okay, Skullhead. It's gonna take out the farm! It's gonna take out us. And that's fine. I'm fine with that. You know, in some sense, these demons are like a resource, because they're what makes our population grow. Not just expanding the cities does. In any case, we're not going to be able to reach them that way. We are gonna have to take the long way. So I suppose then that, that for now at least, that tree is not going to have the snow melted. Perhaps it's bad that this place is this cold from a natural standpoint. Perhaps it wasn't always this cold, but it, came to be this cold after some kind of, after the influence of the demons came upon it. It's sort of like, in Okami, where, initially, the Northlands are a cold place, but... Though they're cold, demons are trying to make them colder. Indeed, so cold that it threatens to kill all the people there. In fact, that's kind of the idea. That's kind of what the demons want to have happen in Okami, is for all the people there to die. Goodbye, Skullhead. Skullhead is probably an example of, a flawed translation, I'm sure. I'm gonna send it here now. We're gonna home in on the Skullhead spawning point. Perhaps I shouldn't say I'm sure. I really am not sure, after all. Oh, I chose the wrong one. My bad. I mean, not that the Master chose the wrong one. I mean, I'm not really God, you know. I know that you might think I am. I had a teacher once who, whenever anyone in his class would say, oh my God, he'd say, no, please, it's fine, you can just call me Mr. Phelps. He always did that kind of stuff. As you might guess, that was his name. Phelps. I mean, not God. The whole point was that he was not God, no matter what we might have thought. I mean, I understand why you would think that might be. Did I just choose the wrong one again? Yeah. Right here. Oh no. Perhaps the tree is indeed a good thing. It shows that people lived here thousands of years ago before the demons overtook the world, but... Yeah, okay. Oh, I know. We're gonna give them what the Russians have so longed for so many hundreds of years of their history. Warm water ports. Well, I suppose all I can do then is try and take out this particular den of demons. Right? Right. Of course, our SP is beginning to get low, isn't it? You're right, my cherub, so it is. Alright, that's fine. Not a big deal. Hey, hey, hey! Watch it. And these skull heads are very dangerous, both to the people and to us. Now that we saw what they can do to a town, well, it's kinda chilling. I'll have to use an offering. Another bomb. On that note, though, is there any offerings they have to take? That's fine. Life is harsh here in the north, I understand. Send the sunlight to this spot. Perhaps these red imps are the ones who are responsible for the maintenance of the freezing weather here. And if these red demons are indeed responsible, then their elimination, much like in the case of the Poison Lake, will enable us to, What? We can't melt it! What are we supposed to do, you think? I don't know. I don't know what we're supposed to do. Wait, can I just have them build on top of the snow? I can! That's surprising. I mean, it makes sense that you can live in snow, people certainly do, but... My master, we have found a strange statue. Another one of these statues. Although I suppose these statues are probably the bombs, actually, not the statues we possess in the levels. In the acts, I mean. Oh, master, we now understand how to build bridges. We can now begin building homes over the river. Oh. That's good. By all means, we'll have this kind of strangely shaped city continue to develop this way. There we go. The head skull's days are numbered. Well, they were anyway. All of our days are numbered from the day that we, you know, come into existence. If this is already this bad here, how bad is it going to get later on when we're in different places, do you think? I feel like a matador tempting this head skull. It's important, both for the maintenance of the city and of our children's well-being, that we not let them hit us. But at the same time, it's important that we not get hit. Because if we get hit, we're not going to be able to destroy these demons, and things like the white dragons are going to continue to cause trouble. Although I suppose they're called blue dragons, aren't they? I guess they are blue, in addition to white. They're also white dragons. Hey, hey, hey! Oh! You big glummox! You real bonehead! I've got a bone to pick with you! There we go. I tell you, I did a ton of work today. A skeleton. Really, the humans are the ones doing a lot of this work, though. But that's how we work, watching civilization progress. And it's kind of interesting to compare this to a game like Civilization. Because in Civilization, it's sort of like you're seeing the development of the world from the perspective of the state. And so all of your cultural and artistic achievements, and all those sorts of things, they're treated as only mattering insofar as they're relevant to the state. The state only cares about works of art, or really people in general, insofar as they infect its power and its ability to completely control other states. In that respect, it's very draconian, very sort of Machiavellian, and I don't really know that that's a good thing, but I guess it is does make it work as an almost kind of thought exercise, because what it ends up making it seem like is this is history from the perspective of the state, and it really shows just how sort of impartial and heartless and cruel the state really is. And of course, it is. The state is, is Nietzsche said, is the coldest of all cold monsters. Or Nietzsche. His name is difficult to pronounce. Not Nietzsche, it's like Nietzsche. Oh! Yes. Music to my ears. Really, that's some nice harp. I suppose it's not you playing that, though, is it, my cherub? Perhaps there are other cherubs. Or were they all turned into demons when the demons revolted? I don't know. I mean, the demons were sort of cursed with their ugly forms because they revolted against the Master. Anyone who's interested in, the War in Heaven kind of thing should go give Paradise Lost a read. Not really, even I've never managed to read Paradise Lost. I began trying to, but it's just like totally incomprehensible. Some people talk about, Shakespeare doesn't make any sense. That's not true. Sure, the words are often used differently than we use them today, but it makes sense. You can read it. Whereas I read Paradise Lost, and I don't even seem to find a complete sentence that's saying anything. It seemed more to me like just a random chain of words. Like a word salad, almost. But perhaps that's exaggerating it. Perhaps that's overstating it. Hey. Oh. Hey. Blue dragon, quit it. Quit it, blue eyes. Quit it, red eyes, white dragon, huh? No! Red eyes, white dragon, why would you do these things? No, I understand why you do it. It's because you're a demon. That's what you do. It's your hobby. It's your demonic hobby. In any case, these things can only go on so long. Inevitably, what's going to happen is... Oh! Inevitably, what's going to happen here is that, these demons are gonna lose, but I'm gonna have to go and storm another demonic lair. That's how it works, and that's how it's going to continue to work. Send the sunlight to this spot that we may further expand the city, and grow and have more fields in which to grow crops, that the people might eat and not be hungry. That the people might see how much they have to be grateful for. That the people might see that we have given them the earth from which to grow food, the animals that can help them, and can give them things to look at and admire. We have given them the capacity to reason, to art, to build, the capacity to reason, to create art, to build. And therefore, and thereby, be grateful to the Master for all these things that the Master has given them. Or the Master hath given them, if you prefer. I'm just doing this because it's going to keep expanding the population, That's the impression I get, and as long as the population keeps getting expanded, then that's good for us because, well, we'll level up. I have a feeling that Sir Hashem is a kind of clunky attempt to translate, like, Hashem-sama. I should probably be calling him Master Hashem, particularly given that Hashem, that our Lord, the God guy, is already called the Master. Like, why would they call him Sir Hashem instead of Master? Like, he's already the Master. It's kind of weird now that I think about it. I mean, I always thought it was kind of goofy sounding, the fact that they call him Sir like he's a knight. Perhaps I should give them wheat. Yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, I'll give them wheat. And then they began cultivating wheat, or unless it's rice, because it really does look like rice. You know, every time these blue dragons kill somebody, that's a whole life that ends. Somebody's dreams, their ambitions, all their memories, that's all over. But to us, it's just another grain of so many grains of sand. Just another grain of so much sand. And what's more, that's, well, really what it is. We have to care about and respect that sand anyway, each and every grain. That's what we must do also when we, as mere mortals, spectate history, surveying the events of the past, or really consider events in the world in general. I think that it is all too often people lose sight of these kinds of details, and as a result, bring suffering onto others into the world because they do not think about it. Because they barely think, full stop. Look at these big houses they're beginning to build. With roofs of that color, they're almost getting onto a par with Bloodpool. Except they don't have any seafaring here, do they? They're gonna need to have some seafaring if they want to get in touch with the other peoples. Although the folks from Itos might end up, I suppose, accessing Northwall by climbing the mountains. And thus nature is conquered once again. The demons are like nature spirits, aren't they? Who's to say that we are any more in the right just because we're God helping the people? Perhaps the people, if that's your perspective on it, are some kind of aberration. But I can't believe anyone can really have that perspective. We have to put humans first in our thinking. Because we are humans, and it's sort of an unavoidable prejudice. And I don't really think that's a bad thing. I'm with Richard Williams on that. Oh, Master, a monster has appeared from the mighty tree. The mighty old tree is our symbol of Northwall. Simply gazing upon it stirs the emotions within us. Simply gazing upon it stirs the emotions within us. Oh, Master, please save our symbol of Northwall. Come down and drive the monsters away. See, they're sad to see what's happened to the tree that symbolizes their nation. And who can blame them? My cherub. We better help them. See, here they are entreating us to help them, and of course we're going to help. Whoa, we're starting to have, concrete houses here. Trippy, man. Well, don't worry, we'll help you, my children. The children of the Master never will lose out in the end. The Master does not forget his children, even if there are periods where he's inactive. After all, God is dead and we have killed him, to go back to Nietzsche. Still building even in the midst of their crisis. These hardy concrete Northwall homes will become the envy of architects the world over. And next, we will descend back. Well, first we're going to go ascend, we're going to go back up. And then, we're going to descend to the surface to fight the Lieutenant of Satan that has taken up residence in the great tree of Northwall. I am ready. May luck be with you. Thank you, my cherub.